Got the new iPhone. Fucking love it.
Oh, really? I had the X, and I didn't think it was worth an upgrade. It's too expensive now to do yearly.
Yeah. I had the 7 Plus. I hadn't gotten one in a while, so felt
All
good.
right, hey, we're live talking iPhones. What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Spags here with you for this the 6 game slate that might be 5 games. One of the worst slates we'll ever have. We're going out on a high note for MLB this year, but we're gonna have some fun anyway. Because of me having fun. I'm Chris Spags, as I said, joined by the chubster Josh Engelman, who has a new iPhone.
And a new haircut. No hat today.
Ooh, look at a little fancy sharp cut, boy. You just run your fingers through that lustrous hair and have a day of it.
Yeah, that's all.
Actually, we
all
might just
I'm
do this for
doing.
the whole hour.
I was like, hey, I need a haircut because I look like this when I don't have it. And she's like, say no more.
Yeah, no, I'm due for a cut too, which is why I've been extra hat mode recently. But the amount of effort. Like yesterday, I didn't do any video, and I was like, I'll be productive. I'll do some errands. I did not. I just needed a mental health day and do some writing leisurely. Yeah, haircuts are nice.
Yeah.
Haircuts are very important.
They really are, and I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting, and then like the hurricane kind of slowed me down. Thought about getting one at this barber shop that was near our hotel while my wife went to a like a foot spa or some weird shit. They called it like the foot sanctuary, which whatever. But then I just didn't because I ended up like producing shows and shit.
Yeah, no, that'll ruin your haircut plans usually. I mean, that's usually how it is for me. Like I like going during the daytime, not when everybody's going to go. But then I get busy with work, and then I can't go, and it's a vicious cycle of not getting haircuts. But
It
for the
is.
young guys out there, keep your haircuts fresh. It does make you look like a good part of society.
I got lucky since there's no from A to B this afternoon, and they do the three fellas talking football tonight. It gave me a little bit of a window. Although I forgot that I didn't have the show and I rushed home.
At least you had a window.
Sat down, it was like 2:25, and I was like, these motherfuckers are never late. Nope, I'm just 9 hours early.
Well, yeah, they'll be on. We do have a packed slate, even though MLB is perhaps not the most exciting thing, and we will talk about that shortly. We do have NFL content coming up. We have Evan Silva doing the On the Contrary show with me and Osimo coming up after this. And then right after that, we have Laffy, Andrew, and Ben doing the Three Fellas Talking Football. So lots of football content coming up. So I'm going to take you into the Thursday night game, which should be fun as well. A little matchup here in Los Angeles with the Rams and the Vikings. But let's talk this dreadful slate of baseball. Let's talk about the important issue up front, what you're doing with the weather issue game with our boy Garrett Cole, one of the best pitcher on the slate by far, but also the rainiest pitcher on the slate. What are you doing with him so far?
I haven't decided.
Oh, all right, cool. Then we're done.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I'd hold it for now. I need the time. It seems like, I'm comfortable having some Houston bats. Their ownership is now projected to be relatively low. So I think that I can get in over the field there without much issue. And then for Garrett Cole, I mean, I guess the problem is that if this game can go 5 innings, Garrett Cole is probably still the best pitcher on the slate.
Right. Besides Jason Vargas.
No. Jason Vargas is a guy that I'll probably be nerfing as well.
Wow, how the tables have turned. Ironically, after 3 weeks of stellar performance by Jason Vargas, you are now off the Jason Vargas train.
But it's because he's 48%. He's the second chalkiest pitcher on the slate. It's not. That's
Super
the issue there.
Super cheap.
The problem is that Glenn Sparkman, Ariel Jurado, and Gabriel Moya don't exactly get my crotch hard. So I don't know what to do. Everything sucks.
You got Gonzalez at 5,100 on DK. Well, you're not playing DK tonight, right?
No.
Yeah. So like he's at 5,100 on DK. I think he fits the criteria of the long reliever who should be okay. So he's the only one I have a little bit of a pivot of on Vargas. But yeah, you're right. There wasn't a lot down there. Not a lot anywhere on this slate.
No.
Totally.
So look, I mean, I'm going to end up with a lot of Marco Gonzalez. I'm going to end up with a decent amount of John Lester. I'm going to end up being way over the field on everybody except for Garrett Cole. And then I'll probably adjust Jason Vargas to get some other guys and get some combinations in there. But I'm basically going to be doing that now. Now that we have all the lineups in, I mean, the crunches and the stuff that I do over the next 47 minutes or whatever, it's going to take us home.
Yeah, so there we go. So we'll keep an eye on the weather. For me right now, I am taking the lead of the deeper dive guys who were on right before us. Pretty much have 25% Garrett Cole right now in my half-hearted lineups that went out today. And I'll leave him in there because unless we get news that it's postponed, but I just don't see any reason why not to at this point. You know, we're playing for scraps at the end of the MLB season. Might as well ride it out and hope to get some sort of leg up on the field because boy, it is a bad pitching slate.
Yeah, it is phenomenally awful.
Oh, Sean V chiming in. Tehran, a notorious Mets killer, so he'll take a chance there. How does that put you on Tehran fully? 80% Tehran now because Sean V said that.
I mean, I'm begging for any type of angle today, so if Sean V says it, I'll go for it.
I actually I do like the Mets a little bit in stacks. I think they've been playing well. They got tequila from David Wright today, engraved with number 5 on it. Seems like they got some good juju going. So
Conor McGregor's? No, wait, no, that's whiskey.
That's whiskey. No, yeah, the Irish tequila. The
classic Irish tequila, coming straight from the classic Irish cactus. See, this slate's making me dumb.
Mets don't go off at home though, Chris. I don't buy that stuff quite as much, Sean.
Ooh, Jake in here throwing daggers back at Sean V.
Sean V loved no. Oh, okay. I didn't play baseball at all, so I don't even know how that landed.
Yeah, I also barely played baseball at all because I didn't have the internet for 12 hours, so I got to run 150 lineup train and damn Minimax and burned all of my money.
Well, the important thing is you tried.
Yeah, fucking Spectrum should repay me for that bullshit.
Sean V, I flub bad on Nova. I take full ownership. Good job, Sean V. That's all we can do here is take full ownership. You just got to put your takes out there. Back them up, though. I would back them up with a little more than BVP data personally, Sean, but your heart. Whatever.
YOLO.
Yeah, you do only live once, as Josh loves to say. That is his favorite phrase.
I don't know why it's coming up so much. I think it's just because like the baseball season is ending and I'm running out of like fun shit to say. So I'm like looking in the closets and like in the back of drawers for taglines, and I just don't have them anymore.
Jake taunting me in the chat. Jake is in the lead in our little home run derby now. Chris, are you going to catch me today in the home run derby or what? I'll be honest. I think since I started taking like live streams off, I think I'm a volume shooter is what I realized. And in general, in most things, but especially with this, like I just need to be making a pick every day and my picks will get better as I just kind of get up to the plate every day. But currently I don't know. I'm feeling cold. I do have my pick already firmly in mind. So hopefully it'll be better.
I love that you just called yourself a volume shooter.
It's all about
the Jamal Crawford of Awesemo.com. Take that however you want.
No, look, Jamal Crawford has had moments of brilliance where he will hit 10 shots out of 12 and carry a team single-handedly. And he'll have some times where he goes 7 for 21. And right now I'm feeling a little more 7 for 21.
He'll have some times where he has 55% Dylan Bundy against the Red Sox.
Oh, that don't even count. That's just me throwing darts against the wall at this point. I've had some look. I think if we looked back, I wish we had somebody who like was like an ombudsman who tracked this stuff for us and gave us kind of a read. Because I have some calls that I remember being great, and I'm sure there have been some that I've blocked out of my memory that have been bad. Yeah. Homer Bailey, I didn't block out. That was a bad one.
The ombudsman will be beating me over the head with that DeMar DeRozan call when I was solo.
Yeah, look, it's a tough game, and this isn't a pick show. It is more of a thought show, as we've always said. But as you do that, you lay out your thoughts, you do make picks, and you do make stances. So that'll happen. But Sean V, your ownership, we agree with. Take ownership of your picks always. Stack wise, what's jumping out to you? I guess anything so far in your crunches.
I mean, I'm gonna get a lot of Astros until I do something about it. Everyone else is sort of bunched in the same area. I guess my only hot take here is going to be that the Royals appear to be relatively chalky, and I'm not going to have any.
Yeah, I have a lot of Royals, and it's not a great team total. But Josh Tomlin just looks really bad to me. Like, I don't know. The numbers to me don't make sense. The team total there doesn't really make sense because I think Tomlin looks like, other than maybe Gerardo, the most attackable pitcher on the slate when you combine like his kind of overall numbers and his recent performances. So I'm surprised by that, and I'm more on the side of Kansas City. But yeah, them being chalky doesn't make me feel great.
I don't totally understand the popularity unless it's just a price point thing, which is weird because I mean that sort of it goes hand in hand with Cole. If you're not playing Cole, If you're playing, I see no reason to be playing the Royals. There are like 7 better spots than that. If you are playing Cole, you clearly need some sort of pay down option. I don't see that as the most optimal version of that, but I don't know. Josh Tomlin, he's been mildly shit.
Yeah. I think that was where it was for me. But I mean, Josh Tomlin has some ownership behind him too. We're currently projecting him to have over 20% ownership. So, I mean, I guess that's also probably a lot of Vargas pivot. But still, I think the total would seem to benefit Tomlin and would like that'll somehow pull an okay game out of his little derriere. But I definitely like the Royals more. But God, it is strange. They're not even that well priced, to be honest. Like the Twins are better priced, and they have a higher team total.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the Twins. They're my second most owned stack, but public doesn't seem to agree.
Yeah, no. So like the Twins to me were one team who jumped out as being pretty interesting. I like Seattle a lot as well. Obviously, we talked about Gerardo, just a not great pitcher, and the ownership doesn't seem to be there despite a pretty good team total for them. I think also, again, I mentioned the Mets I like a little bit, and let's see. Yeah, I think it's just a little spread of everything. Not as much Cleveland as I would have thought going against stinky Glenn Sparkman, but I think Sparkman's not going to get rocked, I don't think. He doesn't give up a ton of home runs, so that kind of spooked me off him. And Cleveland,
trying to figure out what I want to do with the Astros here. Probably want to drop their individual ownership to 21. See, this is just all a guessing game. The end of the season is the worst. They should just cancel the end of the season.
They should. I mean, what people aren't. There's only like 2 teams who are playing for anything right now. 4 teams.
I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea.
Actually, I read an article today about it. I think the Cubs and the Brewers are still playing for NL Central positioning. The Rockies and Dodgers are playing for NL West positioning, and then the Yankees and A's are playing for who has a wild card home field advantage. But yeah, everybody else I think is literally playing for nothing besides meaningless milestones and maybe some Cy Youngs.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sean V saying, okay, so actually, Sean V, I will agree with this take. Well, maybe not agree with it, but the one thing that scared me of it, Liriano has been pitching a lot better for some reason. I don't know why, but his numbers have taken a stark jump in the last couple of weeks. Does that scare you off of Liriano, stacking against Liriano at all?
Does Liriano's recent results scare me off of stacking against Liriano? You didn't even have to. I know your answer is no.
Just gotta ask it.
No, everybody knows by now. The only people that are tuning into this show are people that have been around for a minute. You think somebody's just stumbling in here for the final Thursday lock show? The final time that you and I are going to talk about baseball for this entire season? Hey guys, just found the baseball content. Can't wait till next April.
Yo, what are we doing? Are we just not going to have shows next week? Like, are we expected to be doing playoff stuff?
I pray to God that we're not talking about baseball at all. It seems like the perfect time for everyone to recharge their batteries before the NBA, but I have not had that discussion yet. But I mean, otherwise we're just force feeding in like one game playoff content, and I think that serves a bit better of a written master, considering that no one seems to be caring much about this MLB shit at the end.
Yeah, MLB showdowns are not super sexy.
Noted boss Alex Osimo Baker in the chat. You guys have been researching playoff relief pitchers, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we've been doing that obviously pretty. Actually, Jake has legitimately been doing that. So I think Jake's ready for it.
Jake's ready for hockey streams.
Yeah. He's just dying for that, chomping at the bit for those boys to be chopping up some ice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the only chopped ice I want is in a snow cone.
It's a random craving. I know you just wanted to make it work, but I thought you were going to go with like
I started the chopped ice gimmick.
How about NFL tonight? We will talk NFL tonight at a little more depth with Evan Silva coming up in a little bit. But
yeah, we're going to be talking about NFL for 2.5 hours after this show ends. So
including while the NFL is going.
Yeah, you don't need my hot takes. What the hell do I want to do with Garrett Cole? I can't have him in 50% of my lineups on FanDuel, right?
That seems a little heavy with the weather. 33 if you want to be aggressive.
I was going to go a little bit lower than that.
Yeah, I feel like 25 seemed fair to me when Waffy and Adam mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's what I was thinking anyway. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
25% Cole boys.
All right, that's what you guys are looking for, right? I'm going with 25% Garrett Cole. I have a sneaky suspicion that 25% of my lineups are going to be dead in the water almost immediately.
Probably, but whatever. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I could not. I don't mind. I burned every single entry yesterday. So by default, I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. I had a negative. I lost every single cent I played.
EMAC points out there's a nice article on the main page free covering the Thursday night game written by EMAC, coincidentally. So he's not just pitching that altruistically, but it is a good article. EMAC does a great job covering the primetime games throughout the week. So keep your eye on the Osmo homepage for when those come out, or our Twitter at Osmo_com on Twitter. Go follow that. We don't promote that enough. Let's see. I'm fully fading the Houston versus Baltimore game, Shannon Lambert is. That's probably the logical approach, Shannon.
I mean, I wouldn't fully fade the hitting. That's overly aggressive. You don't like, they're not going to not take, like, Garrett Cole will come out of that game if it rains and will never go back in. The hitters just keep playing. So it could just be crappy like that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Let's see. Somebody said something interesting. Let's just do home run picks. It is 6:30 Eastern, just about. Now it's 6:30 Eastern on the dot. I'm going to make my pick first because it's been in my mind all day, and I'm sticking with it. And they're chalky now, and I don't care. Ryan O'Hearn is my home run pick, going against you, Josh Tomlin. Going against all Joshes today.
Bring it on. Now I have to pick a Royal.
Who you don't even like as a stack.
I know. We'll figure it out here. Give me a second. I accidentally refreshed my sheet and it put shit in places I don't want it to be. Oh my god. So in my model, Joey Gallo is first, Nelson Cruz is second, and then 5 Astros take up the next 5 spots.
Jesus.
Bregman,
I was hoping you were going to say Ryan
Correa.
O'Hearn was in there, but
no, he's not. I'm not entirely sure that I said, where is he? There we go. He is 34th.
Okay, I can live with that. Well, actually, no, on a 6-game slate, that's not that great. But
bad ballpark for left-handed home run power.
All right, fair enough. Well, I believe in you, Ryan O'Hearn. You can do it. We'll beat these Joshes, Ryan.
I'm going to get real weird with mine because why the hell not? I'll take Kyle Tucker.
Oh, okay. Kyle Tucker. All right. So as I mentioned before, Jake is currently in the lead with 22 home runs. I have 21. Josh has 19. And Jake has now tied up the tiebreaker as well. So basically, I would need to get 2 home runs I would need to get 2 home runs the next 2 days to win outright. And Jake would have to get
one set of double dongs.
Right. Yes. Or 1 set of double dongs. That is correct.
Or the elusive triple dong.
If that happens, then we'll just call it all off. The whole season didn't count if you get a triple dong. Robinson Cano, a good pick. I do like that Seattle stack a lot.
Bobby Cano.
Bobbert, I believe is his legal name.
All right, so no one is actually chalk on FanDuel, and the people that are chalk are the people I'm already avoiding.
Orioles game postponed, according to the baseball savant.
Well, fuck me. That makes it easier. Astros Orioles postponed due to rain. Cool. That should make this real interesting.
So make your nice little Garrett Cole pivots right now, everyone, to switch it over to, the other $12,000 pitcher on the slate.
Let's take this game out of my shit.
I'm glad I didn't play any Astros bats because I just felt like it was bad, and then I kind of talked myself into playing Cole and didn't compensate by also playing bats. So it's a little less work for me. Happy about
that. That really jacks up the day. I'm glad that I'm playing such incredibly low volume, but now it makes me want to play on DraftKings to take advantage of the people that leave that game in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's going to be way more than 0.
Get yourself a nice little taste of Ryan O'Hearn on DraftKings.
Not necessary.
That Ryan O'Hearn, just like Mama used to make.
Actually, I don't even know what that means.
it's like a delicious play or something. Like you're referring to it as though he were an Italian food. It's just a fun thing to say, and people. It might be just something me and my friends do.
I've never heard it before in my entire life.
It's like, like Italian food commercials where they're like, oh, just like Mama used to make, or TV shows, and then whatever. It's fine. It's a racial stereotype against me probably because of the Italian thing.
It does make me want meatballs for sure, though.
There's also the emoji with the chef, and then you have the little kissy gesture, and that does the same thing. People get it. People know. Chris Cox gets it, even though he spelled Paisan completely incorrectly. It's Paisan for future reference, Chris Cox. But the sentiment was appreciated.
Yeah, I'm sure he's really broken up about it.
Noted Italiano Chris Cox is going to be embarrassed that he didn't spell Paisan correctly, and I just want to make sure that I help a Chris out. Chris is helping Chris's. Morty's killing Morty's.
Morty's killing Morty's, man.
Tehran or Marco Gonzalez? Who'd you go with?
Depends on the site.
I think Brandon Parker was just thinking aloud, not really asking. But.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm answering out loud that I don't have an answer.
Oh man! So that switching from Garrett Cole to John Lester in this one lineup leaves me with $3,400 on the table. So that doesn't seem. I guess it probably doesn't matter on this slate.
Ownership got updated 9 minutes ago or 11 minutes ago, so I can not grab that because that's useless now. Okay, so Cubs, Mariners, Indians, Twins are the 4 stacks that I have the most of. But I'm not going to touch anything else. So I got 35% Marco Gonzalez on FanDuel, 33% Julio Tehran, 15% Lester.
Okay. Although, a little Marco and Lester in this lineup, yeah, that works. That works.
Everything works. You can do whatever you want on DraftKings now.
What a stupid slate. I'm glad we get to go out on a low note with this. Like basketball, I really enjoyed end of season basketball. End of season baseball, I feel like it's just like a blank canvas that I can paint on with just terrible plays.
I'm going to light my gingerbread treat candle right now.
That smells like that. Probably a nice smell.
I've got some like brown sugar, burnt sugar, something or other ice cream just chow down on while I produce all these shows tonight too. Can't wait.
Burnt sugar or brown sugar?
Burnt sugar.
So like a creme brulee kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with that.
I can't do anything until ownership comes out, but we can talk about what I'm getting in my base projections, I guess, at least. I don't like the idea of not having any Trevor Williams.
He's been good. Also, Jake's pick is in for the home run. His pick is Tyler Austin. So he is going to that Twins game.
Tyler Austin is 14th in my model.
All he does is hit home runs. Makes sense.
Yeah, Ryan O'Hearn climbing the leaderboard now, up to 25th.
Oh, how did that even happen? How did he get better?
Just in the game. 9 Astros got taken out ahead of him.
That's right. I forgot that part. That part's pretty important.
You know what's really funny right now? I don't remember who I took.
You took Kyle Tucker.
Yeah. I guess I need to pick a new one.
Yeah, that's right. He is on the Astros. Yeah, go ahead. Make another pick.
Oh, cool. Dude, my guy already got taken out. I had him for 2 minutes.
The Tim Quarterman of home run picks.
And I totally forgot that I took him. The news of the postponement came almost immediately after the selection. And I completely... What's the timestamp on Jake's message about the game? Is that on? Are there timestamps?
No, they don't show on YouTube.
Oh. Because for sure it was only 90 to 120 seconds after that, and I totally forgot. It didn't even cross my mind that I shouldn't take him. Fuck me. Oh my god, this is garbage. Give me Kyle Seager.
Oh, because you just went from Kyle to Kyle.
Yeah, I'm cornering the market on Kyle's. I'm going to listen to that Kyle rapper tonight too.
Oh yeah, okay. Kyle does a good job. And Kyle Broflovsky back now on Comedy Central with the return of South Park.
Yeah, I saw a South Park ad on Instagram. It was really funny.
Yeah, I have to watch it. I forget that I have to watch it on the app now because I never on demand anything or watch anything live.
I forgot it was back until I saw that ad. So thank you very much.
Chris Cox, you guys are the best. These other shows lame. Hopefully, mean the other shows that aren't on our channel, but these shows that are on our channel are fantastic. But we appreciate you, Chris Cox. Thank you.
Chris Cox, if you like this show, man, get ready for when it's actually good.
Yeah, get ready for when Josh and I yell about NBA teams.
Yeah, you think our opinions matter in baseball? Get ready.
Oh man, I can't believe basketball's coming up very soon. 2 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Yeah, I can't. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so great. Are you gonna be playing the showdown slate tomorrow for preseason?
No, I'll probably watch it, but I'm not. I don't think so. I don't want to make this. I haven't done my prep enough for it. I have my sheet ready. I kind of need to figure out where I'm going to go to scrape stuff. But yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I can't get involved in that.
But if you are going to do that, our boy Fast Eddie Fear has been doing a good job talking about all the angles for preseason, keeping a lot of attention on him. So keep an eye on our channels there. He goes live usually pretty late at night. Some sort of
he's going to be doing a lot of like live before lock preseason shit. So get ready.
Who are your top stack exposures?
We'll find out in a second. In case you're late to the party, the Astros-Orioles game has been taken out, which means that I just lost like 28% of my hitting. So a little bit of a change. I'm going to try to hash that out now.
NBA is so popular and it's hilarious because Golden State is just going to win another title, right? Only injury will stop them. Yeah, probably. But I don't really care about that. I care about the journey more than the final outcome. I know some people get mad about that, but it's not like a TV show where I'm like, oh, get me to the end. It's like I like watching basketball. I like seeing the art of it all. It's like jazz.
Yeah, they're really good. I want to see really good people do really good things.
I also like, I mean, Josh doesn't probably won't agree with this. I also like watching really shitty teams play hard and play competitive up-tempo games and figure themselves out and grow. Like the Nets were one of my favorite teams to watch last year.
Yeah, that's because they weren't a really shitty team.
No, they were well coached and they had upside.
Yeah, they just didn't have like high-end talent, but they had a lot of good like role player-y type dudes that would be good on other teams. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Okay.
But like, okay, I mean, who was like the Bobcats the year they won 9 games or whatever. I'm not trolling for bad basketball. I don't mind that the team's not winning.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I also like some teams too. Like there are some players I like on the Magic.
You like the Suns too much at the end of last season, and they were fucking awful.
I did love the Suns. I love them again this year too.
Well, I like them at the start, but you were just like, hey, this guy that they just signed out of the Dairy Queen down from the arena he's the man today. Who was it? Who was the dude from the Suns that you went ham on and he had like 2 fantasy points?
It wasn't Shaq Harrison because I was on Shaq Harrison and then they fucked me over with that. Oh, Mike James.
It wasn't Mike James?
It was Mike James, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, I like Mike James.
Yeah, you got way too into the Suns there down the stretch.
I thought there was a good hole there with the point guards. I don't know. I whatever. The point is I love shitty basketball. Shitty baseball, it's really hard to get motivated for because the players aren't even motivated for shitty baseball.
They shouldn't be. Eddie, did you update? Eddie, I don't know if you're listening to this, but if you are, push that ownership back out again. You still got Cole in there. Best I could do right now. I could type that to him too. I'm confident he's not listening to us. I don't know why you would.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I could see many reasons why one should.
Mike James. Who? Mike Jones.
Anything good?
8004. I still know that phone number.
What do you think about late swap being back? I know Josh has a strong opinion on it. I think I was very frustrated by not having it a couple days last year, but overall probably was a better quality of life thing to not have it. I'll still be playing a ton and be actively watching. I'm on the West Coast though, so that probably helps.
Aaron, I hope you got my email today, and I apologize. However, I am not a late swap fan. If I were in a different lifestyle scenario, I would love it, but I'm not. So I want lineups to lock, and I don't give a shit if they take out every guy that I was playing. It's just how it's going to be for that particular day. It'll help me just as much as it hurts me. But I can't dedicate that time from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock to pay attention and go back to the computer and redo things. My wife would leave me for sure.
Yeah, for me, the other side of that, again, I'm single and I go out and stuff. When I go out, I'm usually not paying as much attention. But I do remember being home and watching that stupid fucking Pelicans game that got rained out. And I had a fantastic shell lineup that was just waiting on bits and pieces of that game to go. It was Pelicans Pacers. And that didn't go. And that night, I think I would have gotten very close. I had the same framework as the top lineups. And that game was going to be money.
That Tyreek Evans one this year was the most brutal one.
Mm-hmm.
He got scratched at like 701.
Yeah. I think I had like 35% of them or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, people were still, like, people hadn't even left the chat yet.
Mm.
And I had, oh God, a really ridiculously large amount of him too.
God, yeah, no, it's frustrating. So I don't know, like the frustrating part being gone, I'll be happy for, but overall, it's definitely not going to benefit the people who are really dedicating themselves to it fully. I don't know, and
but it's so much fun when
you're
you're on the right side of it, and you're like, I didn't play Blake Griffin today. Fucking, I don't have any. And he's out, and he's 35% owned, and you're just dancing and shit. You're like, I'm going to make some money.
That's probably true. I think also for me, though, you remember the ones that like it really hurt you more, probably. And I think those stick with me for sure. Jake saying ownership's been updated to reflect the Garrett Cole absence.
Thanks, boss. Oh, God. Thanks, Jake. I thought you said Alex. Dude, I'm out of it, man.
Hey, Jake's the boss too. He's the owner of Baseball Savant on MLB.com. You don't get there by being a weak boss.
That's true. He's Sasha Banks.
He's a legit boss. Your process should be the same. Early lock and late lock doesn't matter. I don't.
You are. What? Oh, Michael Fitch. I feel bad for you, buddy. You're super wrong. You're super wrong.
It's a pretty wrong take.
I don't have enough. Let me get my lineups in, and then we could talk about how wrong you are.
I mean, the thing with that is like you could literally optimize your lineup as you go. For the people who are playing a lot of volume, that does become a thing that you're definitely digging uphill, no matter what your process is, even if you're paying attention.
If you are playing a late swap site and you are not re-optimizing your lineups every single day, not even just about late swap, like not even about injuries and things, but as you get more ownership information, making adjustments to your teams, you are at a severe disadvantage.
Yep. It benefits the people who are doing a lot more lineups than you are. I don't play 150 lineups. That doesn't really matter, Michael J. Fitch.
Yeah. As soon as you start getting information, you should be thinking about how you can make changes moving forward.
Yeah. So that means even if you're playing a single entry, you're still competing against people who are going to be optimizing their lineup every single time so you can't kick back and relax because there's somebody else out working you literally while the games are going on.
Yeah, like let's say you enter one lineup, it's $100 single entry tournament on DK, whatever that would be. As soon as lineups start locking, like you should be looking at the ownership, and if that is dramatically off from what you were projecting earlier, you should probably be making changes to the remaining parts of your lineup.
Actually, I didn't even think about it like that, but that is a fair point. I just kind of know in general it benefits the players who are optimizing as they go, but I didn't even think about it like, yeah, you also should be optimizing regardless of whether there are injuries or not.
Yeah. It's a fantastic level of work if you want to put it in.
Well, there you go. That's a compelling way to think about it, though, if you do want to put in the work. But boy, it's going to be a lot of work that most of us are grossly underqualified to be taking part in.
Like if you have two powerful, like, let's say you have Blake Griffin playing a 7:00 game and LaMarcus Aldridge playing a 10:00 game, and we projected Blake Griffin for 15% ownership, and you open up your single entry and he's 40%. You might readjust everything else depending on who you have in the rest of your spots, because that is going to change the structure of what everything else looked like.
Yeah, there you go. Sure, it'll be something you'll talk about more on the process, because that is a very relevant thing. And even though you won't be playing it, you can dissect it for the fun folks.
Can't do it. So ownership right now on my raw crunch with I haven't touched anybody else's projections or anything. I'm going to have to make a change to this quickly, so give me 1 second. Pitcher, so this is now a 5-game slate, so that's 63. Most I can do a hitter is going to be 35. I'm going to run a crunch. Well, I mean, this is going to end up being relatively the same. So I'm getting a lot of Marco Gonzalez, as he is the most popular pitcher on FanDuel right now. I'm pretty close to the vest. Similar ownership to Lester, Teheran, Vargas, and Marco Gonzalez throughout all of my lines compared to the public. Chalk stacks looking like Indians and Cubs, Mariners third. They're also the 3 chalkiest teams that I have. I already have a lot of the Twins, and they're not particularly owned. So for me, it's going to be difficult to get there. I'm trying. I don't really see a team that I want to be higher on than I am right now. That's kind of my problem. I'd love to go higher on, maybe the Pirates, but they're already getting some ownership.
Oh my Lord, Ryan O'Hearn, the top position player, huh?
It's a good matchup outside of just the lefty power spot.
Well, I hope the fates of all of our lineups, of 35% of people's lineups, are relying on my home run pick. Go get him, Ryan.
Aaron says, Josh, you should cap by team. I generally do. Like, I had the Indians individually capped, or the Astros here individually capped. Normally I don't have to because it comes out however I would want, but like, what would be a good example? So like, let's say this was, oh God, I don't even have like a good example in this slate. Like if I were getting a lot of Royals for some strange reason, I would individually lower their cap.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts us Royals lovers tonight, of which there are many.
Yeah, I don't really see who I want to change here. It's a weird balance.
I don't know. It's not. We do often talk about the gamesmanship of it all, and the how it's it's fun. It's like a thinking game, and it's sort of a logic game in a lot of ways with all the prices. Tonight is just a night where it's really not. It's really not, I would say, fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna mostly let this rip. I'm gonna let it go now, and I don't really see a ton of guys that I want to change out. I just have to change the exposure caps.
Chris, are you drinking vodka? No, I'm drinking a large glass of water. I try to stay hydrated, because I am doing 2 hours of broadcasting straight.
Speaking of eating and drinking things, guess what I had for lunch today?
Chick-fil-A.
You would be correct.
Wow. I'm glad I got that so easily. What'd you get?
Spicy chicken sandwich and some waffle fries.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna get nuggets too, but then I was like, it is midday. I probably don't need 3 separate entrees.
Waffle fries are a side.
But not when they're a large.
Oh, that is a lot of
like
potato.
6 potatoes.
But you know what? They're waffle fries, so they have holes in them. So you're saving starch all over the place.
Exactly. Perfect.
Marco's asking some strange questions about the automated phone systems. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there for you, brother.
Do they even have Chick-fil-A's in California? Yes, they do. There are many. In fact, I order when I'm eating carbs, I order from one quite frequently, but I'm not currently eating carbs during the week. So just suffering.
How much does it cost to get like Chick-fil-A delivered to you?
$32 usually with tip and everything. What I get. Yeah, not the best deal. Definitely be more logical just to drive there.
Not the best deal.
No, but it's.
Dude, I thought you were gonna be like, the charge is like $4.
No, because I mean, like they charge a little more per item, and then you're paying the delivery fee and then the tip and all that.
My entree, but also, I'm going to one of the nicer restaurants in Wilmington when my friends are here this weekend, and my entree won't be that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's expensive. Here, ordering food here is more expensive than New York because everywhere has delivery fees. But also, like Chick-fil-A, the one that I order from, like doesn't have a drive-through, so I'm not gonna I would consider driving if it had a.
I'm not gonna go in like a peasant.
No, I'm not gonna park my car and go in.
Okay, parking, that's reasonable. Parking's not like parking in a Chick-fil-A parking lot, I guess, right?
No, it's not quite as straightforward as that. I actually did drive by there once, and I got confused by the entrance and gave up and just ordered it.
That's good, guys. We're going to get out of here. This is never going to get any worse than this. Tune into NBA content in 2.5 weeks because we've run out of shit to say.
Is In-N-Out as good as everyone makes it seem? On the East Coast, we don't have it over here. It's very good. People get really anti In-N-Out because it has a bit of a cult to it, but they're very good fresh ingredients. Like, I think the thing that they have going for them is they have like very fresh West Coast vegetables and stuff, and the West Coast does have generally. I'm an East Coast guy, so like I consider myself mostly non-biased with these things, but they're better quality vegetables, and I think that comes across in the food. And they have
trying to eat vegetables. It's a really good fast food burger, better than most.
No, but also the lettuce and tomato are really crisp, and the bun's well done, and the burgers, like the burger meat's really good. Usually.
If you're going to a burger joint for the lettuce and the tomato, you've gone there for the wrong reasons, man.
All part of the experience. Like Roy Rogers and stuff, when they had the salad fixins bar when I was little, I'd be like, yeah, salad fixins. Load up on lettuce.
We're out of it, man. We got nothing left. We've exhausted all of the topics.
What time is this NFL kicking off show?
Not soon enough.
We probably got another 20 minutes, Chris Cox. Depends on when Evan Silva's available, but I'll be here. Josh will be here. Josh will be behind the scenes for this one. But
yeah,
we'll be here. We'll be hanging out. Five Guys is good too. I like Five Guys. I order that actually with no bun when I'm not eating carbs.
But you should just order it with no burger, man. Just get all of those crisp vegetables.
Well, I do. The vegetables from Five Guys are also pretty good because you get a nice iceberg lettuce wrap on that burger. But the burger is high quality, really good meat.
Yeah, anytime I'm out in California, In-N-Out is something that's happening because it's just like a perfectly charred up burger, right proportions, right bun. Mm-hmm. Okay, Makad, we can't go down that road.
No, we get in trouble for that. I don't even know what this Brandon Parker's question is. Like, are you asking for season-long Brandon Parker, Dalvin Cook, Ty Hilton, and Devonta Davis and Tevin Coleman? Or Devonta Adams?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It's a random pairing of. I would probably go Adams and Coleman, I guess, for a season long. But actually, no. Well, I don't know, man. I like Ty Hilton this week, or T.Y. Hilton. Why? Fucking the caps lock on that threw me off. T.Y. Hilton I like this week, but I don't think either of those sides are that fantastic. I think Adams is in a tough spot too because he's going to get shadowed by Tre'Davious White, who's been pretty good.
Eugene Hilton.
Is that his real name, Eugene?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. T.Y. is much cooler.
Yeah, go look up the reason why he's T.Y.
Oh, is it profane?
No, it's preposterous.
Oh, I'll do that. I won't do that on the air.
I'll do it now. It's not that kind of thing. We talked about it on probably the Process show or something. Eugene Marquise Hilton.
Oh, there's no TY in there at all.
No, there's not. Where is it? My daddy's name is Tyrone, so ever since I was little, everyone just used the first two letters of that. That's the quote.
How did they decide on that one? So everybody collectively was like, yeah, that's a great nickname for a child.
Yeah, it makes absolutely zero sense. What in the world are we going to talk about for 9 more minutes? Guys, get your questions in. I'll answer anything now. Generally about baseball.
Yeah, are you fading Garrett Cole tonight?
Yeah, I have 0 shares of Garrett Cole now.
You know what this feels like? This feels like, except that it's not because we still have to do a ton of other work, but it feels like third semester of like high school or third trimester of high school kind of thing where you're like checked out. We had trimesters.
Wait, really?
I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah.
I had girls in my school that had trimesters, but that's about it.
Maybe, I might be thinking of middle school. Semester then, whatever the fuck it is. It's like the last part of... No, actually, I think we did have trimesters.
This does feel like the last couple weeks of your senior year, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yes, that works. But that's what this stream feels like. It's like, whatever. What are you going to do, man? The grades are the grades.
Yeah, fuck it. I feel like O'Banion. You hear O'Banion flunked? What an idiot.
Would you stack KC, Perez, Merrifield, Mondesi, Aaron Rasmus? If you do that, you'll be joining a lot of great minds who are playing this field tonight.
You know which great mind you won't be joining? Mine.
Josh.
They're my second least owned team.
But you'll be joining a lot of the field, so that's what you'll be doing with that. They're a fine enough play, Aaron Rasmus, but they're going to be highly owned.
What was the dumbest thing your parents got mad at you for? Nothing. My parents never got mad at me.
Oh, I don't even know. There's so many. They would just take away my cable for every little thing I did. It was very frustrating.
Like if they got mad at me, it wasn't dumb. I probably earned it. There was very little unjustified punishment. My dad got in nothing but trouble growing up, so like his tolerance for it was, pretty high. As long as I wasn't really affecting anyone else's life, they were pretty much just letting me go. When do we get our Osmo paddles? That's what we should do. Paddle any new employees. Brett, where you at? I'll meet you at the Moon Tower, bro.
Aaron Rasmus, Baltimore risk of postponement. Aaron Rasmus, I think you just are joining the stream right now. This has been delayed or postponed for about a half hour now.
Yeah, the risk is 100%.
Oh, man. I feel like they're just doing this to drive us slowly insane. It's like that Maniac show on Netflix, which I have not watched yet, but I
watched the Jonah Hill one?
Yep.
Haven't watched it yet.
It's about psychological experiments.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's probably all you need to know. You need an Osmo hat. We do need Osmo merch. I should mention that to somebody at some point. We've said that on the stream like 5 times, and I just don't ever talk about it.
We need after the football season, we'll start thinking about it when we only have one thing to worry about.
Might have missed you guys commenting on it, but Gonzalez is a good cheap play tonight. I think he's an okay one. I don't know about a good one, but he's an okay Vargas pivot. Do you have any Gonzalez, Josh?
No, I would probably have a little bit if I were playing on DK tonight, but I don't see it as super viable.
Yeah, he's not lighting the world on fire, but it's okay. Is it okay as a Vargas pivot? I think.
Oh, man, my doppelganger better not be Frank Kaminsky. Come on.
Yeah, Jake and I got nice ones. I got Arenado still, and Jake gets Mitchell Trubisky. That's nice.
I don't think Trubisky's a good one.
I think Trubisky's okay looking.
Maybe I'm picturing him wrong, but I'm pretty sure I think he does not look normal. Oh no, I'm picturing a different person.
No, he's all right. He's a good looking guy. Went to North Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty terrible picture of him. Face looks lumpy.
Jake is probably better looking than Trubisky, I would think. Not that we should be grading our.
This is not a rabbit hole I want to go down.
I'm just saying to Jake's credit, but I could see where it's coming from, maybe.
I'd really prefer to not be Frank Kaminsky, though, guys.
No, you're Chris O'Dowd. That's who you are.
That's fine with me.
Or Ray Romano.
Or apparently, God, what is that? I can't remember the guy's name.
Andrew Barron's Justin Turner. I like that. Oh, Nick M. Glad I tuned into the dude rating segment. Oh, Nick M. Sorry you're so heterosexual. You can't hear guys fucking talking about celebrity lookalikes for 1 minute, you dick.
What is the guy that I'm thinking of? Shia LaBeouf. That one I got a lot on these streams.
That's a good one. Everyone is beautiful, Josh. That's true. Everyone's beautiful, either inside or out. Actually, that's not true. There are some people who are very ugly on both. Let's see. Bears are going to waste some time on old Mitchell Trubisky. Not good. I agree with that. I'm a person who has firmly been on the side of old Mitch. I'm also getting called by a kid right now. I actually thought Mitch was going to be good, and I definitely don't think that Mitch is good, and that upsets me.
No, he's real bad.
That matchup last week was kind of made for him. This week too. I mean, we'll probably talk about a little more coming up with Evan Silva and the boss man Osimo. But this matchup for him this week too should be one that he can take advantage of, and I guarantee he will not.
Sorry, Alex messaged me. You have the same message.
Yeah, no, I just saw it.
I'm working on it.
Give him the live/live link.
Yeah, I did.
I'll do it. Because it's always the one.
Chris looks like Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel.
It's just Stephen JM is just like honestly my least favorite person in this chat every day.
Dude, there's no way
Like,
that's
I don't
true.
know why.
There's no way that's true. We have so many worse.
No, you missed the other day where he was like extra obnoxious with Jake, I think. And yeah, he's definitely been he's the Drew N of this baseball season for sure. Where is this?
Tony's got it right. Josh and Chris are so bored that they're looking up Chicago QB looks. Please, MLB, be done. Trust me, man. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, Tony, you are correct. I did everything I could for baseball. We tried. We made it an hour. I mean, almost.
Guys, it's a 5-game slate on the final Thursday of the MLB season. The best pitcher of the day is Marco Gonzalez at 6,300 on FanDuel. Like, I quit.
This Eagles Brown Doug Funny. That is not. I'm also not brown.
You look brown.
No.
No. Just like because of the camera, because of the way that it's shot, like because of the video, you do look like way darker than you probably are.
Maybe. I mean, I do.
Like if you told me that you had a parent that was like from Colombia or something, I would believe that. Just from the way that you look in like the little picture here.
Oh my God. My NBA 2K guy, I was talking to my friends about it. My player this year with the face scan, I wasn't thrilled with. He looks like sort of Araby and maybe, I guess, Mexican-y. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what we're saying is some sort of Spanish descent.
No, I've always gotten weird. I get Asian, I get Spanish, I get whatever. I've always been like an ethnic Rorschach test, but definitely not brown. Definitely not brown.
What can brown do for you?
And also definitely not Doug Funny.
Yeah, I don't know. You got your underwear over your shorts, man? You got a belt around your head?
I would be a great quail man.
I was quail man for a Halloween once. Took a walk of shame through Manayunk, Pennsylvania, dressed as quail man, like 7:30 in the morning, the day after a Halloween party. The amount of cars that honked at me on that walk, and it was not a short walk. Let me be clear.
That's a good mix of
honking and screaming at me,
and a shameful costume.
I wasn't that hungover, so I was able to play it up, make superhero moves and shit every time people honked. But I deserved it. Chris is John Turturro. I can get that one too.
Get the fuck out. You guys, this is just, I feel like you just want to insult me with these comparisons because you're often insulted by yours.
Yeah, of course, man. I'll agree with anybody that says anything ridiculous. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's gear up for Evan and Alex. Guys, let's say this right now. I'm stealing your thunder on our exit, but this is our final MLB Live Before Lock. Kind of sad. We're done. We won't do this again.
It's our first full season that we've done together.
I've never been more honored to be with someone that looks like John Turturro.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Josh, for making this a lovely season of baseball. I'll be back again tomorrow with the baseball savant, Jake Hari, and I'll be back coming up in just a few minutes with Evan Silva and the boss man, Osmo, talking about contrarian stuff on the contrary coming up next. Good luck, guys. See you soon.